to brief them on how they can contribute to the reduction of maternal mortality. Our Samuel Barr reports on the program organized by the Ministry of Health and the Office of the Governor, West Coast Region.
As the countdown to the 2015 United Nations deadline for all countries to meet the agency's target on MDG 4, 5 and 6 continues, the Gambia is not left behind in the race to improving maternal and infant health and the reduction of HIV, TB and malaria among others. This convergence of regional and other community leaders from across the West Coast region is meant to sensitize them on their crucial roles in curbing the menace of maternal mortality in the country. The campaign on accelerated reduction of maternal mortality is a major initiative adopted by African heads of state during the Addis Ababa AU Summit in 2009. The campaign aims at reducing maternal mortality in African countries with high rates.
As a ministry, through the regional health management team, we feel we should build partnership with the local authorities, a partnership that will give results. We are aware of the important role that local authorities can play in ensuring that health services, that is created or that is being made available to the people, to the government, is not just accessible to them, but it's also, people also utilize the services. So as we move, or as the countdown towards attainment of MDGs continues towards 2015, we feel we should work in close collaboration with local authorities and all other stakeholders to ensure that people are informed about the current situation of health services in this country.
Speaking at the high-level local authority meeting were scores of speakers who all expressed the need for the localization of the campaign in the march towards the achievement of the 2015 United Nations MDGs. Alaji Sankare of the Ministry of Health calls for an effective implementation of a comprehensive sexual and reproductive health strategy, one in which women would have control over their bodies, without which maternal mortality will continue to be Africa's problem and will retard development. The high-level consultative local authority meeting, in the words of the governor of the West Coast region, is one major step in giving them first-hand information and getting them informed about Gambia's health situation.
Today's meeting, I'm much impressed and I'm much happy that it has taken this dimension. It is consultative. People have been informed at local level, and really I think this is the best way we can achieve our goals as the health sector.
With statistics revealing a staggering 536,000 women in Africa dying of pregnancy-related complications and 400 maternal deaths per every 100,000 live births in the Gambia. Despite the recent decline in maternal mortality, officials are still optimistic that these untimely deaths can be further minimized in the Gambia with the local authority partnership.
After it's a whole day sensitization. After the sensitization, we want to believe people, the local authorities, will have to go back to their respective communities, mobilize support from the grassroots, because it's important. Like we feel at the level of the ministry, we cannot do it alone. We have to talk to people, all the stakeholders, particularly the local authorities. We inform them about our current national situation in terms of the number of maternal deaths that we have, which currently stood at, according to WHO estimate in 2010, around 400 maternal deaths.
With the Gambia's health sector said to have registered unprecedented success to the admiration of the international community, it is hoped that with the localization of the campaign on accelerated reduction of maternal mortality, this would impact positively in the country's health sector. For GRTS News, I am Samuel Bah.
After hosting spirited seminars on international civil-military relations, the Association of Non-Governmental Organizations, TANGO, is stepping up the Peaceable campaign with more face-to-face discussions between the various players. The latest forum looks into the power of civil-military partnership in tackling national security threats. Modulamin Sister tells us more.
Between the military and civilians is now a favorite advocacy topic on the continent. This is so because of its potentials in curbing crimes and thus clearing the way for an enabling environment suitable for the launch of a joint civil-military campaign against national security threats. This agenda is promoted across the continent, and in each country it takes different dimensions. However, in the Gambia, Tango is playing the lead role. The organization, with the support of the non-state actors strengthening program today brought together participants from a wide range of relevant fields, drawing their attention to the efficacy of an improved civil-military cooperation in reducing crimes, something the Tango program manager feels is crucial.
Achieve is on cooperation, is mutual understanding between the armed and security services and the civilian population. For each of the sectors to understand that we all need each other in order to build, a safe, secure, and a stable Gambia.
In the Gambia, some gains have already been registered in the arena of civil-military relations. Civilians and the military already have a variety of avenues for interaction. This, according to the representative of the CDS, has been achieved through the following means.
The Gambian forces participated in a series of community-based constructions and maintenance projects and cleansing exercises in different parts of the country. The Gambian forces engineers have already finished constructing a middle school at Mayok village in Fonyi and have embarked on the construction of the Gambia University in Farwa Bantang village. Moreover, the Gambian forces has established medical clinics in all its barracks throughout the country, which are also accessible to civilians with free medical care and treatment.
The executive director of Tango, Usman Yabo, asserted that considering the closeness of family ties in the Gambia, the subject is even more relevant.
We think it is very necessary in this country, considering the size of this country and considering the family relationship in this country. You go into the army, you have the Barrows, you have the Yabos, you have the Sanyangs, you have the Jones, you have the Jallos, and so forth.
The one-day seminar was also driven by recent statistics showing an escalation in the perpetration of drug-related crimes. This year alone, NDEA has 440 offenders in its black books, the bulk of which are, of course, civilians. These synergy officials therefore believe will help in underscoring the need for civilians to know that they hold a stake in crime reduction and national security. However, having succeeded in bringing together the armed and security forces, the media, political parties, and the legal fraternity, one can assert that Tango have every reason to be confident that their dream will eventually be brought to fruition. Modulamin Sise, Grts News.
Well, that report by Modulamin Sise takes us to our first break.
Gamsel ñun ñoy borom betax ñu ngi leen delloo ñukkal waaw bayti laay makkatul mukarrama ci at bu ne dañuy tànn fukki nit jëla yóbbu la makk nga siyaare ji bayti laay nabil Mustafa ni nga ci bokki mooy dangay faral di jënd xone dala ci crédit bi bu ci yàlla defee sa wërsëg di nga bokk ci fukki nit yi war a dem Makkatul Mukarrama dem siyaare ji Yonent bi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam lépp lu ci war ñoo koy def Gamsel jaaramaay Gamsel yaay borom.
Welcome back. 10 years ago, this Sunday, history was changed in a matter of moments. Two planes hijacked by terrorists struck the World Trade Center in New York. A third one hit the Pentagon, whilst the fourth crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Those developments would mean a renewed attention on counterterrorism, which placed the United States, Al-Qaeda, and the Taliban on a collision course. This report gives us an insight into those battles and how they are being fought.
Kabul has changed dramatically in the last decade. It has grown fast, and international aid has poured in to support Afghanistan's fragile democracy. 10 years ago, when the Taliban was still in power, Al-Qaeda had a presence here in Kabul. Now, the remnants of Al-Qaeda are hundreds of miles away to the south and east of here in training camps across the border in Pakistan. It was in Pakistan that Osama bin Laden was killed, and where this man, Yunus al-Mauritani, a senior al-Qaeda operative, was captured last week. Mauritani was the handler